Welcome back to the Poor Show. Today I want to talk about YouTube and complain all about it. So let's get into it. But also, semi-important information about what's still in store for us in the game. I forgot to mention there is still a large building section, the Nexus. That's pretty much a barracks for combined forces. So there's also that on top of the sewers, the meeting with Alex, and all these things. Here we can see our NPCs trying to deal damage to hacks with bullets instead of melee weapons, like if you would remember that guy that was sort of waiting. What was he doing there? He was just a checkpoint on the railway. What do they call it? Railway, I think. Yeah. When they smuggled people out of City 17. Yeah, they decided to shoot at the things, at hacks, instead of getting a pipe and getting them down. Looks like the resistance is doomed to fail if they don't carry anything for melee combat, like we do with the crowbar. But fortunately, the amount of fire they provide keep the hacks at bay well enough, so we don't have to really worry about them personally. Oh, this one's dead anyway, so I guess I take that back. There's 4 of them and they managed to get 1 kill anyway. Right. So what's in here? Looks like nothing really. Are there more hacks coming? Are they infinitely spawning? And they just have to keep providing cover or whatever? Possibly. I'm going in. Did I get hit? No. Good. Right, so let's progress here. Let's see what's going on. And the complaints about YouTube. So this isn't the way we're supposed to go. That's fine. We're gonna go in there anyway. But you know, exploration as usual. That's something I do anyway. Even if I know the game. Guess sometimes I just forget. So that's good enough. Am I speaking sense? Possibly. Right. So we're up here now through here. Yes or no? Yes. Good. That works. We can get our friends here through the gate, and they'll surely help more. Surely. So there's more hacking here. Damn it. So anyway, shit, they got me. Glass windows, my only weakness. Right, so what's up with the YouTube? What's going on with YouTube is, well, a bunch of things. First off, let's say, if you remember, YouTube announced that they're gonna allow more ads in shorter videos, meaning that you don't have to make a video that's 10 minutes long. What? 10 minutes long anymore. You'll be able to put in more ads in 8-minute long videos now, or at least more ads. So that was ought to happen, and I'm not sure if it did, because I didn't really see or notice anyone making their videos only 8-minute long anymore, because, you know, they don't need to put that much effort in it anymore. They can get less work and more money. And I'm not seeing that trend, maybe because I'm not really following any, well, shit. There we go. Following any channels that rely on 10-minute long videos specifically for ads. I just focus or I am an audience of channels that are either just shorter or just longer, way longer. Right. So I don't know how that's going, but I've noticed lots of other things. First off, if you would remember, like 2 years ago now, maybe, relative to the time of me making this video, I talked about, have we ever come across fucking amphibia armored personnel carrier? Not in the game, but have I in this? Is this a mod part? It's weird, I don't really remember. Oh shit, let's get that out of the way, just in case. I don't remember this being here ever, because it's a unique asset. Would they bother making this? That doesn't show up anywhere else in the game. It's weird. What do you want? Yes, that's me. Yep. Right. So you do that while I continue my amazing story. Yeah, oh shit, well, talking about the story. I'm being hit by something, somewhere. Not sure if it's friendly fire or not. Right, so maybe not dates. You would remember my Jedi Outcast playthrough that I mentioned that I've got a datapad device, mobile device, of a certain prominent brand that likes to fuck over their customers and also has no regards for consumer rights, of course. So anyway, I've got a datapad from that brand, and it's quite old. It's quite old. It's old enough to not allow me to update YouTube application anymore. Great, blow it up already. There's enemies still here. I'm just running fully automatic fucking suppressive fire. They look like they're just being spawned here. From behind the pillars. Well, I think that's it. Go on. Go ahead. Dude, how many charges have you planted that you barely made any bigger hole? If we weren't constrained with the video games fucking physics, or what would you call it? Let's go with physics. Collisions maybe. Collision physics. We wouldn't oh. How eager of you to continue fighting whatever you're fighting. We could have squeezed through all the rebar and rubble. But no, you needed to plant however many of whatever to blow up enough of a room for us to squeeze our model through. Because, you know, as always, limitations of reality and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Good thing you can't crouch, otherwise you would have to do it yourself. Also, I've got 2 medics with me now, again. And they could be using their own medpacks to heal themselves through this adventure instead of relying on me having an HEV suit. Also, if I didn't come across, what would you have done? Blow up a hole here? You had explosives. So instead of blowing up the door with one, or what? As we've got guns, we can just blast a hole through the door ourselves with the weapons, the small arms we've got. But no, you wasted explosives on making barely any bigger hole for us to squeeze through instead of blowing up the door. Because game constraints. Never really thought about that before, but now that we're here and we're playing this for commentary and shit, I did. So, what's the commentary note?
A theme, in essence, is an element that is repeated and is iterated upon many times in a work of art. This is exactly what Valve does when theming a level. A significant element is chosen, then repeated over and over throughout the level until it is clear what the level's theme is supposed to be. There are 3 sizes of objects within the game's world: large, medium, and tiny. First, each object is checked to make sure the level of detail is consistent, then the larger objects are placed into the world. These are objects like buildings and landmarks. Following that, smaller objects like trees and other ornaments are placed. Finally, trash and small decals like posters or graffiti are added, completing the level's look.
So what's the theme here again? Having enough props in the level? Having a look? I wouldn't know. So anyway, this is again floor is lava, only this time the island can sink. Yeah, like that. So yeah, floor is lava. All the time, never not. And I just cannot jump up on this fucking spool. Good thing I've got 2 medics with me, and I haven't done any quick save lately, so I'm nearing death again. Or maybe not again, but I'm nearing death because wonky physics. Great, I'm upset now. Right. So what was that about? Not themes. Here, store a saw blade in the wall. Or on the wall. Ah, shit. Be gone. Right. Yeah, YouTube. My device is old and I can't update YouTube application anymore because it requires a newer version of the operating system. Because that... How does that work? How does that work? I don't know. Do you know? Are you a programmer? Can you tell me all about this? Because I'd like to learn what would be the issue stopping me from having an updated or properly working app just because the software is a bit older. But anyway, is that even a problem? Not quite, just quite. Also, it's also an ambush and a trap. Shit. Fuck, I'm gonna be dead soon enough. Fuck off. Right, so anyway, YouTube application. It's hard to pick where to start. Well, so I've got this YouTube application on my old device. And all the way up until recently, the biggest problem was that some videos would just stop working, would just crash the application, and you would have to restart it, and I'm gonna be dead. Thanks.
A theme, in essence, is an element
Oh, we're over here again. Okay then. No, floor is lava. Oh, well, this floor isn't lava. Oh, right, because the commentary node is working this time. Let's use this to our advantage. It's only cheating. Oh, it's not our advantage anymore. There's zombie aliens here. Right, we're in clear enough. Although I don't have any spools anymore. So, it's gonna be harder to get across. Maybe I fuck myself over anyway. Right. So I've got my old version of YouTube, and the biggest problem so far was that whenever the ad was running on a video in full screen mode, it would have crashed the application. And also, if there's some content that seems problematic to YouTube, it would crash the video every 2 minutes. So there was that. But at some point, for some reason, recently, the application decided to let me know that I should update it. And soon after that, the whole device's software got updated. Not that it matters, because the update available for my device is still not high enough when it comes to, you know, the operating system, and the fact that it would require more resources that the datapad doesn't have. That you still don't have access to newer. I still don't have access to newer software updates, so I don't get updates. So because of that lack of updates, I don't get updates to my applications on that device. Because of course. So because of that, I can't update YouTube. But it wouldn't be a problem, right? Usually updating apps or programs ends up in just producing new errors that you have to learn to circumvent instead of fixing things and creating new problems and shit. Usually when it comes to problems with applications, you know, you can have things that make your older programs not run anymore, but with lesser issues when you get your game updated and you've got a particular glitch that you're relying on for your fucking speed runs, that doesn't work anymore. So it's not that you're gonna work on the fact that you should invent new strategies to play the game. No, just depatch the game, because you really need that glitch, because that's what's more important, not the problem solving of how to play the game fast. It's the time. It's all about the time. You won once and you want to keep that record. So anyway, I can't update YouTube, and since oh, cool moaning. What the fuck was that all about? A little bit of an orgasm in the middle of Warzone? Okay. If you need to get that out of your system. But anyway, this place looks weird. It's like, you know, right? It looks weird. It lacks any higher architecture. This part looks good because the close, short building obscures the view, but there's nothing like that here. Ah. Was that you moaning all about? Yep. Oh, and the fast ones are dead. That's bad. Alright. I guess it worked. Oh, what? Oh, fuck it hell. There's more on the roofs. They're on the roofs now. They fly now. Right. Oh, well, yeah. I'm not hurt because I essentially cheated. Good. Yes.
If you were looking for a place to hole up, it's not safe here anymore. They're shelling the hell out of us.
Not anymore.
Over, Dr. Freeman. I'll send word you're coming and see you up ahead.
We probably won't see him up ahead. Not because he gets killed, but he'll be just another NPC. That's not critical to the mission, so doesn't really need a specific look. Right. So since the software update, operating system update, and YouTube applications for some reason decided that it needs to remind me that I should update the application all the time. Every time that you just give it just a little bit too much time to idle about, if you're not typing or not running a video actively right now, it will create a pop-up to tell you that you need to update the application. And the only options when that shows up is that you can close the app and watch it on your browser, or go to the App Store to update the application. What's the problem? Well, the problem is that I cannot update the application. So pretty much the only this device is becoming useless, and of course there isn't a program where the corporation would collect the old devices as some sort of legacy item, or like heritage, or an antique, and reward you with a newer device that works good, so you can continue being the customer or something. No, of course not. That would cost them money. Who the fuck would do that? So you're stuck with this old application, and the only solution is to, of course, spend money to buy a new one, which we're not gonna be doing because we're free to play. Yeah, sniping with a shotgun. The typical. Right. So there's nothing to do here. We're not gonna be wasting ammo on NPCs that we've got no access to. Let's see what's in these boxes. Oh, pistol ammo, because that's what I need.
What are we going to do?
It's the sad couple from the beginning of the game, only I can't really tell if it's the same two people worrying on a couch, like that couple joined the resistance, and after resisting for a while, they ended up on a couch in the same company, complaining about the same thing again. Or is it just, or did we just so happen to come across a new complaining couple, complaining about something else, and just accidentally in similar circumstances? Right, so yeah, it's for you to decide. Let me know, what do you think? I mean, the number of NPC models is limited, so even though they might be looking the same, other than the clothes, because it's resistance now, they might just be someone else. And also the looks are incidental. Right. So I can't update my YouTube application. And I've got these annoying pop-ups that I can't circumvent. You can of course, pick to close the app or to update the app and just immediately go right back into the app and try to use that limited amount of time to do your browsing or enjoying. But considering how little utility my old datapad is having currently, or has now, and will lose it over time, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Phones don't come with a screen this big. And anyway, yeah, it's getting useless, and I'm getting really upset about that. Right. No. Heh. Ironic, isn't it? Yes, well, right, so that's one thing about YouTube, but that's not all. That's not all. Of course, it's not one thing. I already mentioned the policies YouTube wanted to implement, but kind of failed. But the other thing about YouTube as well is that I'm not sure if it's a matter of my browser specifically. Is it just a matter of me not accepting cookies or whatever? But I can choose to keep my accounts logged in, or login information's saved, so I don't have to type it in anymore every time I want to use the account. But recently as well, YouTube on the computer browser at least mine, decided, I don't know what they did, but they no longer just, you know, periodically just give you this info about, oh shit, about terms of service and how they updated their privacy policy and how it's like it shows up every day when you restart, well, at least when I restart my browser, because I have no cookies and they can't track whether I actually clicked that I agree to that or not. So that exists. That information exists that you'd have to click through every day for a week or something until they decide they tackled enough people, or they gave enough of a sort of grace period for people to learn about their new terms of service and click the accept. But now what they added to that is that every day when I try to watch something, multiple times a day as well, I think, I get this annoying pop-up about one day wanting me to log in. They want me to log in, and I don't want to log in. You know, I would really much rather prefer that I could leave comments and interact with the videos like, what do you do? Rate them. And rate them without logging in. I like the anonymity and the ability to post as a guest, but that's not even, that doesn't even remain. What am I trying to say? It's hardly present anymore, even in forums, where it was like, let's say, not only a start of the internet that was created by forums, but also like, what am I trying to say? Forums used to have anonymous posting, and they don't anymore. I guess they really want to be able to ban people instead of letting them express their views without needing to create another account and another account. And consolidating it all under Google is not better. It's still another account. Instead of diversifying your accounts and safety, you consolidate that and decrease your safety. So that's not better. Right. So on top of that, YouTube on computer browsers asks me continually to just log in. And obviously, apparently, because I don't know, I'm guessing, but I would say they're really keen on me logging in. Oh, I ran out of, oh shit, I ran out of ammo for my pulse rifle, and now I've got my revolver again, trusty little revolver, which is a cool gun. I guess I'm gonna be using it. It's only 12 shots. Right. What? YouTube. Fuck off. YouTube really wants to steal my data. They really need to advertise specifically to me so they can ensure that I buy something and they can earn money off of me like that. And I'm not... You're not getting me like that. Yes, I've noticed. Have you? No. You have, yeah. So yeah, YouTube really wants me to log in so they can target me for advertisement. And I'm not letting them. I don't know about you, but since it requires me to have an account to interact with videos, I often don't. I often don't comment and don't rate videos, even though I might. And so I restrain myself from commenting. So right. I comment rarely, only if I'm really angry at something or really touched by something. If I really feel like it. I keep the usual, you know, you can browse comments as well, so you don't have, so you can see whether something similar was already posted, so you don't have to post another comment and log in to the game, to the game, right? Because it's an MMO after all. Log into the account just to post the same comment someone else already posted. Your thoughts are heard. Doesn't really matter who said them. So yeah, not posting on every video, not interacting with every video. A view is enough, and anonymous views are counted, so fuck off. Don't expect me to do any more. But like I said, YouTube really needs that greed to be going on and have me get some advertising and have them make some money. But fuck you, I saw through your fucking ploy, and I'm not doing that. It's inconvenient. I'm not gonna sell you my data. I'm smarter than that. Are you? Are you logging in to YouTube? Are you always logged in? I know people who are. I'm not. Like, the only place I'm logged in to YouTube constantly is my phone, because it's using Google account for, you know, the store and downloading apps, so that's required. And it would be a chore to constantly log in and out if you want to update anything or use this basic function of your smartphone. So that's logged in. But other than that, I don't really use my phone to watch YouTube, so me being logged in isn't really earning them money there that much either, fortunately. So fuck them on all fronts. Fuck them on all fronts. Talking about all fronts and more ads as well is the last thing I wanted to mention is.
Wait for me, Dr. Freeman. I'll come with you.
Sure thing. The more the merrier.
Take this med kit.
Go right on ahead. I'll be here covering our tracks and making sure there's no headcrabs crawling behind us. Shit, that's after all, that's not the gun that I wanted. Right, this one. Alright then. Right, the other thing is more ads. I've noticed on a device that doesn't have a fucking ad block on it. Well, there goes my medic. On a device that doesn't have an ad block, which is my phone, as opposed to my browser, which of course has an ad block, because that's fucking smart and convenient. I've noticed that you no longer just get one ad at the beginning that you may or may not be able to skip. You can now put just 2 ads there, and they can just last for 15 seconds that you can't skip, and then another one plays right after the first one, and you cannot skip that either. So you're fucked anyway. The best YouTube experience is a browser with an ad block. Especially for me, considering that I can't use my datapad pretty much anymore for that. I mean, it's very inconvenient to use it. So, my god, YouTube, man. Just those corporations really need your money. I mean, right? Because maybe that's the reason. Maybe because of the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic, there is less business going around in physical stores. So they try to get some money off of you through the internet. That's why they're sort of trying to require you to log in and do all these things. Yeah, poor mega corporations, man. We should really help those poor fucking businessmen in this time of need. Like Soros, who just earned more than ever because of this. Yeah, he needs our helping hand as well. Just remember to donate. Remember to donate to his OnlyFans and Patreon, so he can produce more sales on Amazon for you. Shit. Oh, also there's no grenade indicator in this game. That's fine. It's not Apex Legends. Of course it's not. Anyway, so yeah, that's my gripes about YouTube. I'm not sure why, what they're caused by, but they're increasingly more annoying. And every corporation is just trying to fuck you over, man. That's why we're free to play and we're stealing everything we can. I mean, if I could pirate the game in such a way that it would actively take money away from the business, as opposed to just not earning them money, I would make a living off of that. I would sit at my computer all day, every day, and just download games and take money away from those corporations, because they're not out to help you either. Maybe indie games, maybe, but probably not. I mean, large corporations, forget about it. I'll gripe about that maybe next time. Or maybe not, because that would be telling. I mean, let's just say that I've got informations about how customer rights and consumer rights are being violated by video game corporations who run their own stores. And I'm not talking about Epic Games. Ah shit, of course. That would be too easy. So anyway, that would be it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed ranting about YouTube. Me ranting about YouTube. I mean, you can rant about it as well. Nobody's stopping you. You might even rant about it in my own comment sections to this video. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to hearing from you. looking forward to you interacting with this video, you know, liking it, subscribing, commenting, mostly watching, mostly viewing. It's very important for me that you actually watch it. Even disliking it is very important. So please do that, and hopefully we'll see each other in the next video where I play something else for you for free. See you next time.